Hi there, Miranda Alt here with Keller Williams Success Real Estate and the Miranda Alt team with your Monday market update on Tuesday. Sorry about that. It is Tuesday, May 21st, 2024. Thanks so much for watching. Yesterday, I was at a golf tournament for New Directions Addiction Recovery Services. That is an organization on which I serve on the board, and it's a wonderful organization here supporting people in sobriety. So that's why I wasn't able to bring this to you yesterday, but here it is for Tuesday. So taking a look at our numbers for the last 7 days here in Montgomery County, we had 161 new listings. We had 146 go under contract, so less under contract than new. That's great. We had 90 closed sales. We had 41 price changes, 0 expireds, and we currently have 53 on the private network. So we had the most number of new properties listed that we've had for the entire year. It was 1,000 more new listings this last week than we had last week. So we are seeing more inventory hitting the market. It is for sure go time for a lot of people who've been trying to get ready for the spring market. It is still spring technically, even though kids are getting out of school, but everyone's really feeling the pressure of if they want to get their kids in the new house and they want to move in before school starts. So this is really like crunch time. Because if you think about it, once you get a home under contract, it's between 30 and 60 days before you actually close on the property. And then some people might want to do some improvements to the house before they move in. So if we're at the end of May, fast forward to the beginning of July, mid-July, and if people are traveling in August, which is common, then that can kind of like now is the time. So we have seen more new listings hit the market in the last 7 days than we've seen all year. So that's great news for buyers out there. It's also good news for sellers because if there's 2 homes for sale in your neighborhood, you might get more buyers coming to look at both versus maybe they would just look at one. So that's a good thing. Taking a look at interest rates, CPI came in last week as expected. Last week we had a little bit of a spike in interest rates, but it settled down. So we're still pretty much at the same interest rate on average that we were last week, which is 7.25. If we get positive economic news, then we could see that go up a little bit because remember, when the economy is doing well, that means higher interest rates. And when we have some negative information, and we're due for some bad economic news, that would maybe give us an indication that inflation's coming down, and then we might see an improvement in those interest rates. But, we're pretty much the end of April was higher, November was higher, February was higher. So we saw some spikes in the interest rates during those months. And honestly, they really only went up to 7.5, 7.625. So that's really the highest that we've been. And the lender I was talking to today said that that's probably the highest that we might ever see. So interest rates are holding steady about 7.25, which is pretty good for right now. We are not going to likely get lower interest rates this year. Maybe towards the end of the year, if we start to see the CPI readings come in lower, if we start to see unemployment go up, if we start to get some of that negative economic news, we might see an improvement in the interest rates there, but it's not looking great. And one of the things that my lender also pointed out was, this is an election year, so a lot of times we're getting kind of skewed information in our news, trying to make things look better than they are. So we want a good economy. Oh, the economy's doing great. Re-elect me. Or, both sides are trying to kind of play the economic news side. And so we're getting a little bit of skewed information from both unemployment, CPI readings, and some of those things. Prices are holding steady at an average sales price of $413,356. Now that's a quarter across all of the MRED region, which is all of northern Illinois, sort of the Chicagoland area. Is prices are up from last year quite a bit. Last year, this week, the average sales price was $387,684. So we're up to $413,000. That's about $40,000 swing, not quite. Yeah, right about $40,000 swing. So that's up from last year. So we're still seeing quite a bit of appreciation here in Illinois, which is great. We still have very low inventory here. I know if you're talking to friends who live in other states and they're talking about the real estate market, you have to realize real estate is hyper local. So even people living in the city are having a different economic or a different real estate market than we're having here. Here in Montgomery County, Lake County, Kane County, we are seeing Still low inventory, still escalation clauses in the offers. We're seeing multiple offers. Homes are selling in minutes. It's still very, very active. New listings, like I said, are up 1,000 properties across the MLS, which is great. Showings are up 60% year to date, which is the highest level since April 8th. So we are seeing more buyers out in the market, probably because there's more to look at as well. Rental prices, oof, those have gone up quite a bit. The average rental price now is $25.84 a month. Holy smokes, that is a high rental payment. That's $200 per month higher than it was this week last year. So that's a significant increase for renters. So we are still seeing high prices on the homes, although the appreciation has slowed down a bit. But overall, we're still seeing aggressive appreciation across the board, and we expect that to continue. Some people have told me, I'm going to wait for interest rates to come down. Well, when that happens, we're going to see people flood the market, and we'll see a lot more buyers, which will drive the prices up. So I would not wait. People have also said, I'm going to wait until prices come down. I don't see that happening. I don't know what would cause prices to come down. Sheer economics, supply and demand, indicate that prices will just continue to go up because we don't have enough inventory, and I don't see that happening. I've heard other people say, I'm going to wait until there's more to choose from. And I said, are you willing to wait 5 to 10 years? Because I don't see any situation in which we get more inventory, prices come down, or interest rates come down anytime soon. So the market is tough to navigate, but it's not impossible. If you need to move, here comes that storm we're expecting. So if you need to move. You need to do that. You can't sit around and wait. And there is no perfect house, but you can make houses work for you. And there is enough to choose from, but you have to be ready when the right house hits the market. That's the bottom line. So it is a navigable market, but you do need a professional. You need someone who's going to advocate for you and knows how to navigate this market. If you're looking here in Northern Illinois, or if you're watching from another part of the country, please reach out to me. I have contacts all over the world that can help you with your real estate needs. I network with some of the best real estate agents in the entire business, and I can connect you with them in your area. So don't forget that. I'm Miranda Alt with Keller Williams Success Real Estate and the Miranda Alt team. I'm going to stop here before I get blown away. Have a great rest of your Tuesday. I'll see you next week. Actually, next week is Memorial Day. I will see you next